During February, I fell back in love with books again. Sapphic books are a joy for me, but they're also a safe space I wish to carve back into my daily routine. 5-star ratings are pretty rare for me, so this month really took me by surprise. My audiobook choice for the month was The Relationship Mechanic by Carmen Lee. This is a small town mechanic romance, and I gave it 3.7 stars. Rarely do I say this, but I felt like it could have benefited from having less spice and more development on the relationship side. However, I did both love the characters and the author's writing style. The Pendragon Witch is a dark Arthurian fantasy, and this one actually broke me out of a reading slump. It is fairly spicy and there is a romance between Morgana and Gwen, but I think where this flourishes is the magic system. For me, this fell somewhere between BBC's Merlin and Game of Thrones, and I couldn't put it down. When the first book in this series came out, I read it and loved it, but for some reason never picked up the rest. I can now say I've read the second and the third. Here's the representation for the central romance focus in each book, but the characters do carry through, so it's way better to read these in order. Book 2 follows Cassidy, who after having trouble at home, moves in with her famous country singer of a sister. Whilst Book 3 mainly follows a drummer for Cassidy's band, and this one is an age gap romance. Landis writes romance superbly, but what truly grips me is how she tackles themes of community and overcoming what the world throws at us. I don't think I can even put into words how much I adored The Isle in the Silver Sea. It looks at British past and present, especially surrounding the monarchy, and weaves that effortlessly into the magic system. It follows a knight and a witch who are a reincarnation of a fairy tale and who are expected to follow a very specific path. And this is definitely now one of my all-time favourite fantasy reads. I gave this 3.6 stars and did have a very fun time with it. Definitely check the TWs, this is a much darker leaning romance. It's a very spicy read that makes for a perfect palate cleanser, but I did feel like the pacing was pretty off, especially towards the end. However, yeah, I would still recommend this one.